Greetings once again, family. I'm going to be coming your way over the next couple of days. We've been getting so much work going on since that break for almost 10, 11 months. So I went to, I believe it's City Ceramic, and I was just checking out, some things that I'm going to be needing for, the house since we're back on site. And I was just, looking at all the appliances, the price, just to get a fair idea of what, is on the market. As you can imagine, prices of things have gone up. I had to lay low for a while because financially running a house, family, and everything else, daily life and having to, build where you're not taking out any loans. So, prices of utilities just escalated tremendously. When we began this project, cement was about 39.40. Even then we were complaining. Now it's about 90, 99, 120. That's for one bag of cement. And it's just crazy and ridiculous. And so you really have to plan. And if you've already started a project, you can't give up. You have to aim for the prize. So much has happened since, the last time I was on site. In terms of infrastructure development, you're going to see a part of, on a video where, going to Tema, the motorway expansion is taking place. There's a lot of work going on to make it. I believe I don't know if it's 4 or 5 lanes on each, either side, which is going to make moving around much more easier. So there's a lot happening, and it's exciting for me because it makes it easier for me to get to, the house, and the pace of development is very rapid if you compare it to, the standard in Ghana. So I was just looking at some tiles, and I was sending some videos to my wife for her to also make, her choices to get the best, of what we wanted for the house. So it's a good place to go to, and I believe City Ceramic, West African Decor, and a few other places. City Ceramic, on that Spintex Road. If you maybe just begin from, one shop, you can just keep walking. Just keep going into the shops and, just taking a look, just getting an idea. I did get a bath, because for the master bedroom, but I also did some online. It's good to also use online. Gigi is very helpful, for me. So I write down the prices and then I compare them. So this one, I'm looking at the balustrade to see how much the glass is per square meter. Just to give me an idea, this was the glass partitioning for the shower. So it was just getting an idea, and it's also for you to know and to see the kind of prices that we have here in Ghana. If you're overseas, you can then compare, if it's best for you to buy over in America or the UK or wherever it is, and ship it in, or buy it here where you get a warranty just in case something goes wrong. So this is the work that's going on for those of you that are outside of the country. This is the motorway as you've never seen it before. So this is just a continuation, of the drive to, the site. You're gonna see major road upgrade. I really, really wish that when I first embarked on this journey, I had taken, videos and pictures for you to see how far, we've come. And for me, the excitement knowing that as a child of God, God doesn't do mistakes. Okay, so it's just major to see what is happening, and those that are embarking on the journey of building, never give up, never stop. You will surely make it to that expected end. And so I just want to give you real live, updates so that you see and avoid some of these mistakes. Since I went back, I've encountered, some of the POP that's coming off. So we're looking at the solution. And one of the things that we realize is because of the smoothness of the concrete. I guess it's not really binding, so we need to work that out and figure that out. So this is where the concealed WC is going to be going in the master bedroom. So we have to make some adjustment. This is what I was talking about. Nothing major. It's just work for us to do. So with this and plus the gate, then that nice gate that we did, that's peeling. And also with this, I was trying to get measurements so I will know for the glass balustrade, what I'm going to be looking at cost-wise. I think per square meter, city ceramic, I think it was 3,400. Later on, I got another quotation for, I think, 7,000 for, the balcony and also for the porch. Here, some of the things that I had bought earlier last year, so the showers and the faucets and all of those things. So when the plumber came on site, it was much easier for him to, begin his work. So you've seen this picture 1,000 times. This is the tiling for the hall, which we purchased from West African Decor. That was from West African Decor. My wife chose it. I think it's getting to that stage where you need that woman's touch, the finishing, the thing that people are going to see. I think for me, the most important thing was getting the structure, very solid, which we've done. So now is the thing that everybody's going to see. That's what we're paying attention to. That's what I've brought her in to make the choices. So this tiler is brilliant. I must say, from the beginning of my project up until now, the guys that have remained consistent, I would say, is the tiler. We haven't changed him. And the plumber. Daniel, who's the plumber, is excellent. You're going to see his work. Very clean. And he's truthful. That's the one thing that I've found about, the artisans, the workers. This Tyler has been so good, and I believe that one or two people who followed this channel would testify because they've also given him work, and I don't believe he's let them down. The plumber, likewise, he's very good. If you have any challenges, any issues, please trust me, you're going to be glad that you used him. This carpenter has come on site to fix the doors, and he's run into a few challenges because from those who set the door frames and the masons, made mistakes here and there. So I think he's one of the first artisans that I've seen who comes on site with all the tools. He has all the tools, and I was really impressed with him. And so far, his work has been very clean. He has all the professional tools that you can think of. And so again, he's only just begun working with me. So I'm just going to wait till he finish and for you yourself to judge his work. So that if you need a carpenter, perhaps you might think of him. Like I said, the tiler, I would definitely recommend. The plumber, I would definitely recommend. The masons, I will not recommend because they've proved to be inconsistent, and I've had to keep changing them. The electrician, I will recommend. I would say this, the only challenge with my electrician, he's that good. Everybody is always calling him. You will have the, Melcom, all the big institutions call him. And I always ask him, why don't you raise a team? And his answer is, you know what, sir? These young ones who've come on the scene only think of money. They're always overcharging. So when he gets work, because he doesn't, overcharge, they will be asking for a certain amount of money to come work with him. And he's not, in the position to pay them that money. So because of that, he just has one or two boys that work with him. He's very good. That's the electrician. So the electrician, the plumber, and the tiler, I would recommend. These are some of the workers who came along with the tiler. And I would say this to you. The challenge that we have sometimes with these workers is you can tell them to wear, the right uniform and everything. But I think they've been working with just the basics, and I guess sometimes the heat, so they don't like to, wear the protective stuff. I always ask them, why are you not wearing this? Why are you not wearing that? And they will just laugh it off. We just laugh it off. So, it's not that we don't pay them well. They are paid very well. But somehow, they just, go around with the bare minimum. Again, going back to the carpenter, you can just see his work. I think his work speaks for itself. Very good, very clean. Very, good on the eye. And, for me, what he's charged so far, I think is very reasonable. So for the doors that he's fixing, and the locks that he's putting on, I believe is it 2,500 or 600? So like I said, most of the time you see them using chisel to do this very work. But he has all the tools. So, he's doing very clean work. And, like I said, the work speaks for itself. So we're making a lot of progress. With regards to, this project. I will say this because I said this in the earlier video. I think when I shared with you that, somebody had tried to break in. When the electrician, you will see in a couple of minutes, when he came on site, his face changed because he had to put in the sockets and the switches. And he said, "Sir, one or two of the wires has been pulled, so I had to go and buy wires for 1,650, for the ones that were pulled." But you know what? I'm thankful because it could have been worse. People get all their wires stolen. I'm thankful that wasn't the case for mine. So I'm truly grateful. My caretaker, if I can say that, is just somebody who helps me. He's not at fault. His only wrong was not telling me that he wasn't able to go there as often as he should have, because he's just helping me out. And I spoke to him, I told him, listen, you don't owe me anything. Just tell me the truth when you're not able to go there so that I can go and look at, after the place for myself. I'm the type that when I don't have money, I don't want to go there because I get depressed, but we thank God that it didn't, come out, worse. So this is one of the rooms, and you can see the air conditioning things taken out. We have to relocate it, because I put a window there. The tiling is coming along very nice. Unfortunately, in the video, you're going to see there's a lot of mess and everything. I've tried to clean the place so I can give you a very, good pictorial view. The kitchen tiling, as I make this video, is practically done, just short of a few tiles, which I will not get the same. It's going to be different, but it will not be seen because it's going to be where the cabinets are going to be. So the cabinets will cover it. We already have the tiles for the stairs. So the tiling is probably 85% done. And I believe that by the end of this week, we're going to be, complete, done with our tiles. So we've made a lot of progress. This month, and we are getting closer to the finishing line. You're going to see the sockets and some of the switches being, locked in. We also have power. So now no devil, no thief will even be able to have any access. We have CCTV. We put in a lot. We have people that are staying there, to make sure that we don't have any of those challenges. So you're going to see the plumber fixing some of the WCs. You can see right now, when the mirrors, the faucets, and the basins are all, are being positioned. So it's coming together. My children were so excited last week. Saturday, they came around and they wanted to stay and just, they played and they enjoyed the place. And I'm also thankful that, God has brought us this far. And this week, Friday, they plan to sleep there. So you can imagine, just want to get the place clean for them so that when they come, they're going to really see the beauty of the place. So I'm just excited. I'm grateful to God. With God, for me, God is everything. God is everything, and God has done a mighty work in my life. I never imagined that I'll have a place built here in Ghana. So I'm so grateful to God. So you see the plumbers at work, fixing the showers, fixing the WCs, and water is actually running. The borehole, we got the borehole, pumping water. I didn't get the full, video for you in terms of the setting up. And also you're going to see with the solar water heater, I set it up myself, so I'm proud of myself, so practically, now you can literally, stay there. You have power, you have water, you can have a mattress to sleep on and you're good because it's your own house, so it's really incredible how far we've come. So again, just wanting you to look at the progress. Apologies for the mess, is because of the work that's been going on. I try to clean as much as possible when I'm on site. But you go in and sometimes the artisans make the place messy. I always tell them to clean up, as they go along. You can see that a lot of work is going on, with regards to the tiling. So that's the plumber that you're seeing drinking the water. Very young guy, but very experienced. He's meticulous in all his work. I told him the day when he was doing a lot of the work, he wasn't wearing any top, any clothes on the top. I said, well, I told him I can't put you on social media, because you need to have your company, name and your brand, so I can promote you. He's very good. I promise you, if you are to call him, you will not be disappointed. He works all over the country. He's even gone outside of Ghana to go do some work. He is that good. The plumber, the electrician, my steel bender, I promise you will not be disappointed. So there he is fixing the concealed WC. When I told him off about not wearing the right clothing, he went to put that on. So I told him I'll come and take a video and post it, to get him some more business. These are some of his guys standing with him. Very good team. Very good team. Very reasonable when it comes to, cost-wise. He shocked me when, after 10 months when he came back to site, he said, boss, the last work that we did, I didn't collect all the money. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, it's still about 2,000 or 3,000 cedis outstanding. I said, why didn't you tell me? He said, well, you said, at that time, finances had been locked up, so I didn't want to bother you. I was like, wow. So he's very reasonable. My wife went into a frenzy and ordered a sofa, for the house. So we're getting ready to move in, family. We're getting ready to move in. The place is ready. The place is ready. The WCs are ready. The showers are ready. When it's your own house, you don't need everything to be 110%. When you move in, then you start, step by step getting things done. So these are some of the wires that were, stolen that the electrician is trying to, fix it back. The damage could have been worse, honestly. You know what they do? They cut everything, destroy everything. But by the grace of God, I believe the prayer that we prayed, I believe God just prevented total chaos from happening. So I'm eternally grateful. So, we managed to put them back in and, got the plugs and the sockets fixed. I bought a very good, modern, switch. I didn't go for the traditional white color. I went for black. You can see the bath that I got for a very good price. I think it was 7,150. Somebody was trying to sell me one for 18,000 cedis, so you can imagine. So again, this is the plumber. This was real work for him. He put in a massive shift to get this thing done. As I talk to you now, it's being plastered, and the tiler will tile over it, and it's gonna look, it's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look awesome. This one thing that I really wanted to get, and I'm glad I did. It's different, it's unique, it's modern. And I know we're gonna enjoy this, in the house. It's just God for me who has brought me this far. It's just God, who has brought us this far, and I'm truly grateful, and I'm truly thankful. And I pray for you. Any project that your hands have landed on, you will not fail. You will deliver. You will not be left or stuck in the middle. You will get the support that you need to finish in Jesus' mighty name. This is the bath that I got. It's going to look really nice. So this is the kitchen. So this was left, with regards to the towels. So I'm just going to get some towels that will go there. Nobody will see it because the cabinets are going to go on top of it. So there's nothing to worry about. So we're almost there, with regards to what, this stage, we're almost there. We're almost there. So this is the WC, the concealed, some of the plaster had to be broken up, but it's going to be done once again, when it's all done. And I've got a crazy idea for the pipes which are sticking out. This is the poly tank. We've moved it here. I think this is it's a 5,000 liters, and the plumber has connected it with the pump. So you can imagine the excitement of having water coming into the house. And when he checked it, so when they connected, they checked to make sure that there's no leakages. So once there's no leakages, then it means that your work is good. Okay? So he said everything is fine. There's also a poly tank right at the top that we're going to pump water into. So this is the connection. This is the hose from the borehole. So the borehole will feed the poly tank with water, and that would then feed the whole house, downstairs and upstairs, with water. You can see that the work that we did when we sprayed the weeds that were in the house. If you remember, I think in the previous video I showed you how the place had overgrown. So we sprayed the place, and it's now looking much better than before. Just again, the gate, no worries there. We're gonna scrape them all off and get the right paint or spray, sprayer to get the work done. So this is opposite me. I guess they're gonna start some work very soon. Which is again good because it's developing the area, and we can come together perhaps and bounce our heads together and get something done on the road to make it easily motorable for all of us. So as you can see, work is ongoing consistently. This is the security room, and again, it's going to be progressing as and when finances come in. So I'm thankful to God. I'm really grateful to God for everything that He has done. Cement, this was bought for 99 cedis for one. So you can see the tiling is done in here for the hall as we enter into the kitchen. Excuse me. The door for the kitchen is also, being put in. And a bit of touches here and there for the kitchen. You can see the WC, the basin, which basin is there. I think I'm missing a mirror for this particular, area. And also we are going to see a stand that's going to be built for the basin to sit in. All of that materials are ready. We just need a welder to come in. I saw something in City Ceramic that I loved, so I'm going to replicate the same thing here. So most of the things needed to do the work, as I always do with how I operate, is there. It's already there. Just going to show you. These are sometimes the workers, they sleep, in the rooms. So this is, I think the WC has been put in place. The shower's also been put in place. As you can see, all that's left here is the basin, the faucet, the mirror, and the stand, and then obviously the partitioning for the shower. You can see I think there's water that's, running through. It's dirty water, that's all. Nobody should be worried about it. It was just water from the borehole that's just running through. So we just have to get it running. You just have to get it running to, to clear the dirty water and then get the clean water into the borehole. Sorry, into the poly tank. I hope you're enjoying the progress that we see. These are Mazonia doors, very solid, very heavy, very heavy. Remember my battle and my challenge with those who sold it to me? They still got 2 more doors of mine, which they haven't released. My steel bender was there. They gave him stories. Because my wife doesn't like the front door, the one leading into the hall. So it's possible that we will have to change it. She doesn't seem to like it. Before the end of the week, I believe that you're going to see that the stairs, the tiles for the stairs is going to be done. It's going to be completed. Again, you can see the shower's been put in, the WC's been done. That's the work which has been, taking place in the last couple of days. So it's real work in progress. The carpenter had to get the mason to redo the mason work because the previous masons messed up. I'm bringing you back to this room once again for you to see again the real progress which has been done. Real progress. Real progress. You can see it. Really nice. I'm so grateful to God for the support and everything that has come our way. My daughter don't like the door handles. She said it's too. I think what I was trying to communicate is my daughter was saying that the door handles are a little bit too old, but I'd got them already. So what I've decided to do is the state that I've reached when it comes to anything to do with, decorating. I'm gonna leave it for my wife and my daughter to choose. I think I've done a great job in getting the structure done. But when it comes to anything decoration-wise, I think I'll let them, the things that you're gonna be seeing, I'll let them make those choices and those decisions. And I think I've started already. I made my wife buy a few things. I told her to go to the shop and, get them. It's coming together, folk, step by step. And in this journey, I always say this, don't rush, because if you rush, then sometimes, you'll be making mistakes. We're testing the water. So the water is running through the WC. There's just 1 or 2 that have been connected here. So the water was, kind of like spilling, but it's not a plumbing issue. So that's why I said I really like this plumber. He does a great work. So I have an idea for the skirting, okay? That's why I haven't allowed the Tyler to get that done yet. But there's a design that I want. So we're working on it for the skirting, around the, the walls whilst the tiling is done. The usual one, I don't really like it. So we're coming up with an idea, for the skirting boards. This is just, continuous progress on a daily basis, which, has taken place, especially, I think, from the 6th of May is when we came back on site and, looked at all the challenges that were staring at us in the face and just trying to get some finances in so I can get this work to move forward. So we're thankful to God. Today is the 21st of May, and we've made some real progress. By the end of the week, you're going to see major progress, where you can even, stay there. The kids plan to stay there to, just enjoy their own house. It's looking far better. You can, once you have water, you have electricity, you're okay, to just relax and enjoy. So it's an ongoing progress, ongoing work. The AC has to be repositioned, so the walls will have to be cut so that the connections will go into the wall. So there's just, what I call just these minor alterations here and there, but nothing major, no major surgery, as we, hit this stage. Just trying to show you what's been taking place. I need to get the POP guy to come back. Just one or two issues here and there that we need to look at and fix, as we move on. And also, I've had a look at the balustrade. I just need maybe one or two more options cost-wise so that I will know what decision to make. The glass is going to be like, the windows, so that there will be, uniformity as we head on. I think I've shown you the bath already, and, what is happening in the master bedroom. The plumbers have done a great work. You're going to see them. They really spend practically all morning and I think afternoon trying to get this concealed WC, done. So you're going to see the progress. I'm going to show you when the tiler tiles it, what it's going to look like. I think when I started this project, there's something that caught my attention, and at that time it wasn't that expensive, but obviously finances weren't available, and it just has continued to increase right now. But I got this, good deal, so I quickly grabbed it. And the plumber had to make some adjustments because originally, that wasn't in the plan. But I told him, please, I need to get this one. So he's been good, and we need to get the mixer for the bath so that he can get it done. So once again, thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you for those of you that believe in God. I pray that your project will stand. I pray that you will not encounter any major challenges. Even those challenges that come, it's an opportunity for us to grow and also for us to learn. So nothing that will happen, is to weaken you. I pray the strength of the Lord over your life and over your house. I pray that prosperity will locate you. I pray that the grace of God will be your portion. I pray that you will not fail. I pray that you will stand and encounter the goodness of the Lord. Amen. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And I've just added this video again, of me setting up the solar water heater. The instructions that came with it was a little bit useless. It doesn't really give you details. I had to watch somebody who had assembled one of them on social media, on YouTube. That's how I was able to put it all together. So you see in in the earlier on that it's been assembled. So God bless you. God bless you.